Hello everybody, this is Fernando over here at my YouTube channel, the one encompassing my cryptids and monsters, aliens and UFOs, urban legends, ghosts and spirits, mafia and gangsters, mysteries and disappearances, mysteries and oddities, the Silent Hill, the Half-Life, and so on videos here for the last couple of years. I wanted to thank everyone again for your amazing viewership, your loyalship as well when it comes to my videos. I'm very excited to announce here that I finally have the opportunity to introduce to all my fans what's called my YouTube membership. And for this video, for this intro, I wanted to go ahead and present all the information associated with this brand new membership program. And then that way, those of you that have asked in the past if there's a way to show further support when it comes to my YouTube channel, well, this will be a great way to do so for you starting now. So thank you so much everyone for checking out this video and for also signing up for the level that I'll talk about here. I definitely appreciate your continued support on that regard, and then that way you and I together will get to enjoy this brand new venture going forward. I actually have set up something very similar now for over 2 years on my Patreon channel, but again, some of you have mentioned that Patreon is not necessarily something that you'll want to support on that regard, which is perfectly fine. So I was waiting to see when YouTube would finally allow me to do this YouTube membership, and lo and behold, it is now good to go. So thank you so much everyone for joining this new membership, and let's go ahead and we'll talk about all the opportunities, all the exclusive stuff that's just tied to this new program. For starters, everyone that is a member will now be called a CRYPTI. So in other words, I pretty much took the name cryptid and shortened it to say CRYPTI. And I do that because also CRYPTI is the mascot, the name of the character that I put in a lot of my shout out videos. More on that here in a minute. But yes, as far as members, no, I like to call them as CRYPTI. So those of you that join this membership, those of you that have joined, then yes, indeed, you'll be known as a further CRYPTI. And then as far as the benefits and everything that comes with it, there's pretty much only one level. I decided to ultimately merge everything into one single level to just make it easy. I mean, I've seen others where they put multiple levels, 2, 3, 4, and up when it comes to different type of criteria and exclusives. But I thought to myself, no, I'll just keep things simple. I'll just make it just one single level. And then that way, those of you that want to join, it's easy to do so. You won't have to have, let's say, jumping back and forth between other levels. It's just one price only, and that is just $4.99 a month. I decided to simplify it too when it came to that pricing. $4.99 a month, and then you'll be part of what I call the CRYPTI Rewards level. So let's go ahead and let's talk about all the exclusives that come there. For starters, I created a whole bunch of emojis and specific icons for your membership. So the longer someone is with this program, with my CRYPTI membership, then you'll start off with a certain icon, and then as you move along the months, then it'll showcase on your channel or on your particular user area how long you've been based on the icon that shows up. And that's a great way for me to see who's been able to, who visually has been able to support me for a certain time period. Really great stuff. And then also I've created these emojis that you're looking at here. That way, every time you post a comment, then that'll show to others that you're also a supporter of my channel, and you'll be able to choose between, starting now, 4 different emojis of your choice, and then that way you can showcase to that visually which one you want to show. I made them pretty much all cryptids, and then maybe one alien, one ghost as well, for your pleasure. And then as far as the exclusive rewards that come with it here, for starters, I'll mention this. I am not limiting videos, let's say the ones that I usually do on my YouTube channel. I'm not quitting those. Like, in other words, I'm still doing those for free for everyone out there for your viewing pleasure. So that's going to be staying out there for however long it goes when it comes to my YouTube channel. So those of you that are worrying that I'm just going to limit things here in terms of certain videos, no, I'll definitely be doing them on the regular YouTube channel site. But as you see on this list, there are other very exclusive stuff. A lot of these are actually items that I've already been doing on my Patreon channel for 2+ years, and it's worked out pretty well. So I definitely wanted to be able to share with it here. For starters, the big one is the CRYPTI podcast, and this is an exclusive podcast once a month that I'll share with everyone here. I'll do it as a private link video, and then that way for your listening pleasure, for for at least 90 minutes plus, we'll together talk about a very fun, personal type of topic that has impacted me in my life, or other type of stuff that I want to share that's outside of my YouTube channel. Like, for example, last month's podcast was dealing with JCPenney. That was the time period that I was in college/university, and then there I was able to showcase all the fun, the bad, the good, the scary, all the stuff that I had in terms of experiences there at JCPenney. Great stuff. And then another podcast that I talked about a month before that was about the Zach Baggins Haunted Museum. There, for over 2 hours, I gave a pretty much 33 room plus in-depth analysis of every single room in the museum. So that way, those of you that can't make it to the museum, you got to vicariously hear what it was like going into the actual museum itself. And then in another podcast, I talked about what I call the Qui-Gon principle, which has to do with my life philosophy of trying things out for the first time with whatever is there in front of you and then gauging the success from it. It was really fun. All these topics are, again, stuff that I share when it comes to my own personal life, my own personal experiences, and I've had a blast. I got this idea from another podcast that I listened to. The gentleman there does it once a month as well, and he's had great success with it, so I definitely wanted to do that here. The other thing that I'll mention is this CRYPTI Director's Log. That is another exclusive that I'll have here for you members. And the way it works is this: every single video that I make, that I post for free on my YouTube channel, I'll turn around and I'll make an exclusive commentary on that video. You know how directors have their own commentary on the DVD/Blu-ray releases of their films? Very same thing here. Instead though, I'm going to go ahead and do it as a Word document or some kind of printed document, and I'll post it on my community tab exclusively to you CRYPTIs, to you members here on my channel. That way you'll get to hear in-depth analysis of what I thought the video was like after I made it, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was a lot of great info that I was able to present, whether it was a chore, like really, really hard trying to find this information, what my thoughts were on why I couldn't include certain things within the video, some of the comments I tend to follow up on as well within the videos as too, and I post on that as well. The viewership, stuff like that. It's basically a behind the scenes director's log on the making of my videos, and then every single one that I make on YouTube, I'll do a director's log on. I've had a blast doing that, and that's what you'll find here in this level. And then the next thing that I'll post continuously on the community tab, again just for members/CRYPTIs, is what I call CRYPTI photos. And this is where I'll post my own personal photos, both from my life and then all the trips that I take on a yearly basis, just here on this channel. And then that way, whenever you see the photos, you'll see my commentary tied to those photos as well. And then it'll be a great way to just share that stuff internally between us fans, and then you'll get to see what I like to do, maybe on a daily/weekly and then up to monthly basis. And this will be just stuff that I post here when it comes to these photos. By the way, you're seeing examples right now throughout what I've posted on Patreon as a good reference when it comes to this stuff. So really fun stuff on the photo side. And then the last thing that I'll do is what I call CRYPTI shoutouts. You've already seen those on my Patreon shoutout videos. Basically what I'll do is I'll merge both of them together every single month, once a month. I will highlight everyone that has supported my channel. I'll mention their username, and then I'll mention how long they've been supporting. And then this is a great way to publicly give a shout out to those of you that have been doing this new membership. And then that way, on a monthly basis, everyone will see that every single month that you continue your monthly support. It's fantastic. It's a great way for me to visually say thank you to everyone out there, all my CRYPTIs. And then that way you get to enjoy it, that sensation too, when it comes to that. And I just wanted to add this last thing too, and that's just a further way to say thanks. Those of you that wanted to support me for the longest time, but again, don't necessarily want to do it on, let's say, Patreon or any other format, well, this is a great way for you to do so. And believe me, these memberships that I'll get, these fees, these $4.99 charges, they'll definitely help out when it comes for me producing more YouTube videos. Unfortunately, it's still a little bit of a mix when it comes to adpocalypse that happened a couple of years back. It's still not quite to the level that it was before when it comes to the success of the money-making revenues here on YouTube. So that's why this membership program will be another opportunity. Those of you that just want to support my channel here, that's a great chance for you to do so. But I hope all this information, this good intro video, helps everyone out when it comes to realizing what are the perks associated with this membership program. Easy, cut and dry, one single level, $4.99, and you get to have all those benefits exclusively to you. Again, the podcast, the director's log, the photos, and then the shout outs, and then internally a way of knowing that this is your way of saying thanks. So, all right, everybody, thanks again as always for your interest in this new membership program here on YouTube. I look forward to the two of us, everyone together, seeing how, taking this venture now and just continuing in the future going forward. And as always, if you have anything at all that you wanted to post to me on here, please go ahead and do so on those membership community tab posts, and then I'll be able to see that info there. All right, everybody, thanks again as always. Take care.